Welcome to Boer and Broer. In this video, we are going to discuss electric fencing and how effective it is during an SHTF scenario. As we all very well know, electric fencing is one of South Africa's favorites. Yes, many of the high-walled complexes and security villages boast phenomenal electric fencing, and this works exceptionally well for the single or double team burglar. But in an SHTF scenario, you are dealing with mobs. So let's dig a little bit deeper into this subject. First off, will you have electricity to run an electric fence during SHTF? I suspect not. If you're one of the lucky few that do have an alternate source of feed, then great, it is a deterrent. But remember, it is not designed to handle mobs. It is designed to handle the one or two little would-be thieves that want to get into your property. An electric fence performs three basic functions: deterrent, defense, and early warning system. Now, as a deterrent, for a mob, an electric fence is not intimidating. Remember, you are dealing with multiple people who can very easily hook something onto the electric fence wires and start ripping. Now let's say you did set up your electric fence during an SHTF scenario to really give a bite back. The defense of the system is only going to affect one or two people before there is a massive gaping hole in your barrier's defense. The third and final function is as an early warning system, when coupled with a security response service. And there is absolutely no guarantee that these services will be functioning during an SHTF scenario. It just simply cannot be expected. They have their own homesteads and assets to protect, as do you. So, if you are lucky enough to find yourself with a security response service during an SHTF scenario, consider yourself very, very lucky. Let's look at building onto the system. Adding to your electric fencing system. What should you be looking at? And what are some of the options moving forward? This is where we start looking at barbed and razor fence mesh wire. Significantly more effective against mobs. The police have been using it for years for a very good reason. Why try and reinvent the wheel when you can use a product that's readily available and quite fairly cheap, to be honest? Yes, it most certainly does detract from the cosmetic of your outer barrier, but during an SHTF scenario, this is exactly what you should be considering. Barbed, ribbon, or razor wire is a truly ugly thing. Once it gets a hold of its victim, it starts entangling said victim, and it keeps entangling. The more people that try and cross the barrier, the more people get entangled. It takes significant time to break free from this barrier, and its victims are usually left requiring some sort of medical assistance. What you need to keep in mind is you need to stay within the parameters of the law when it comes to your electric fence, even during an SHTF scenario. Refresh yourself with both national and local bylaws to make sure you stay within the confines of the law. In closing, remember that your electric fence is not some miracle electrical barrier that is going to save you. It is simply not powerful enough to perform that function. During an SHTF scenario, always consider additional deterrents and defenses on your boundary. Keep in mind that there are no guarantees that South Africa will suffer an SHTF scenario. You can have peace of mind by purchasing razor, barbed, or ribbon wire and store it if you do plan on bugging in. If it is ever required, at least you do not need to run through to a shop that is more than likely already closed. As with everything in prepping, you will need to use your own discretion. Don't be scared to get involved. If you have an idea, drop it in the comments below on that respective video. We'll take a look at it, and if it's relevant to the subject matter, we'll include it on the website. Or alternatively, record an additional version. Like the video, hit that subscribe button, tap the bell icon, and I will see you later.